Hello, everyone. Welcome to another snippet on what pharmacists do. I have with me today Dr. Samantha Antonio. She is a Touro University graduate, class of 2020, the pandemic class. You were the same class as my sister Tatiana, by the way. Remember that?
Oh yeah, here we got her. Tati, miss you, love you.
Yeah, that was you guys were in the same class, and you had the most fun graduation because it had to be virtual, right? With the pandemic.
Yeah.
Samantha, I believe that everything happens for a reason. People come in and out of our lives for a reason. And I'm saying this because I vividly remember you sitting across the table from me, interviewing for pharmacy school. I was on an interview panel and with a few other people, and your I gave them a big yes to let you in because your background was just amazing, from bachelor's in biochemistry at UC San Diego to Miss Philippine USA. You're wearing your
I'm
wearing happy you're doing that. To masters. I know it's real. We're gonna have to share more on this in another episode because this is just so exciting. You have it all. Have you heard the expression beauty and brains? Beauty and brains. So from BS in biochemistry to Miss Philippine USA to masters to PharmD, and now you are holding a much coveted role. I'm just so jealous of you as the I love your job.
It's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
You're the California Pharmacy Forum coordinator at the California Society of Health Systems Pharmacists, CSHP. I am so honored and blessed to have you here with us today. Welcome, Samantha.
Thank you, Dr. Wobble. It's a pleasure to be with you this afternoon. And might I say, you look lovely in your Sunday today.
Thank you. But I said what I know of you. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and then what you love most about being a pharmacist.
Yeah. So I was born and raised in LA, Cedars-Sinai, Beverly Hills, to parents that are from the Philippines that migrated here. Both of my parents worked in healthcare for 30 plus years each, and a lot of my family is in the healthcare realm, physicians, nurses, etc. So I knew growing up that I was going to be someone in healthcare, but not to be a nurse. It's the usual, stereotype for Filipinos. I wanted to be a pharmacist specifically because I enjoyed seeing the neat rows of little bottles at the local Albertsons pharmacy and a kind person in a white coat helping my mom, who I always think of as my superhero, helping my mom with her cholesterol medicine. And from that day on, I knew whoever can help my mom, who I already see as a hero in my eyes, is the job I want to be. So I did whatever it took to become the pharmacist that I am today, which took a long journey of schooling, about 20 years of an undergrad, graduate, and, ultimately a 4-year doctorate degree. But I'm happy to be here. I mean, the pandemic threw some interesting curveballs, and it landed me in a position that I'm still at today for over a year now. And to be part of a family that not only participates and helps pharmacists across the state of California, being the largest pharmacy organization, by the way, out of all 50 states. CSHP is the largest one. But we help advocate for pharmacists and pharmacy technicians, meaning we help get those laws passed through legislation, through the Board of Pharmacy, to make sure that our pharmacists, whether you work in a long-term care facility, inpatient acute care setting, or even home infusion compounding, we are here to help you guys make sure that your rights are protected, and that if any verbiage needs to be changed, we make that happen. So I'm really happy to be part of working with CSHP. It's been one heck of a ride, and we're just excited to see everyone at seminar.
Oh yes, seminar is coming up soon in November, right?
Yes, November 2nd to the 6th.
November 2nd to the 6th. All right. So what are the deadlines for registration? Are we still able to register?
You're still able to register. The early bird finished last week, but I believe you can still register online at cshp.org/page/seminar. And you'll find, all of the information there. We really try our best to spell everything out online because all the pharmacists work day jobs.
Yes.
10 to 12-hour day jobs. A lot of our meetings are held at 7 p.m. at night, 6 p.m. at night. So we understand that you guys only have time to read really quick of something online. So we spell everything out. We are following protocols per the state of California. We're having a team come check out Disneyland Hotel itself to see how we can protect all of our attendees for this year's seminar, which will be in person. ASHP canceled theirs, but CSHP, California CSHP, we're going to hold ours. We're even going to have the president of ASHP, Paul Walker, come and be our VIP guest, because holding an event such as mid-year is way too big just for this time. But CSHP is a lot less of an event, but we want the presence of the National Health System Society with us. So we're excited to have the president join us. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. We also have virtual components thrown into the seminar so that if you're uncomfortable showing up to an in-person event, even though it may be Disneyland, we totally understand. It's going to be free for all students that are looking to pursue residency.
Right. Oh yes, there's residency showcase at
residency showcase.
Right,
Yes,
right. The past couple of years have just been very stressful. They've been a blur for most of us. And I'm happy that we're finally able to do CSHP in person this year. We want to see each other. We want to learn from each other. And speaking of what pharmacists do, it would be the perfect place to hear about research, different presentations, find out what pharmacists do. You spoke about your involvement in preparation for CSHP seminar. What else? Because this is a snippet about what pharmacists do. So tell us more about, as a pharmacist, how the services that you provide for CSHP.
Yeah, so some of the services that I provide, you can think of as a pharmacy advocate for senior leaders or senior management. So you're going to think about directors of pharmacy, PICs, or those that work in legislation, or are exam writers for CPJE or the national NAPLEX exam. We also work with third and fourth year API clinical students. And what they do is they do a 6-week rotation with us. They learn about pharmacy law and advocacy, learning the process of what it takes to get a bill passed. And it's a long, extensive process, and it involves a lot of people working together as a team to get a bills passed, both in the Senate and the Assembly. So they are able to experience that different side of pharmacy that gives them hope that the field that they're going into is not a stagnant one. It is one where if you need your voice to be heard because the times have changed and we need new, refreshed rules, you can do that. And you don't need the pharmacist degree to get that done. So we also work with pharmacy technicians. We're trying to get them more advanced in their own careers by helping out with either vaccinations or anything that can help alleviate some of the issues that pop up for pharmacists, especially in the retail setting, because we're just getting swamped with too much work, and the technicians are very, very it's smart. They're very capable, and they are able and ready to help jump in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I always say behind every good pharmacist, there are some amazing
technicians. Yes.
Without them, we couldn't do the work that we do. They do most of the work. So I'm glad that you mentioned pharmacy technicians. And I think your position at CSHP is the best position to advocate for what pharmacists do. I started talking about what pharmacists do just at the beginning of the pandemic, when we just seem to be ignored in most of the healthcare hero conversations. Or you don't have to stand in line at Costco if you're in healthcare. Yet I show up in line at Costco and they say, oh, no, you're not part of this healthcare thing, you're a pharmacist. Or they're talking about hazard pay and how they might offer that to healthcare providers. And you go down the list of healthcare providers, pharmacists are not listed on there. So what you do, what other people at CSHP or the local chapter organizations, we want to let the world know what pharmacists do, what our capabilities are, and encourage, empower, push for legislation that helps us do just that, grow in our role in healthcare, grow as pharmacists, grow as pharmacy technicians. And as we grow, we can only provide the best possible care to our patients because we have the best laws to support that, the best learning environment to support that. And you, as the coordinator on this platform, putting all the different pharmacy specialties together and getting the communication going about the conversations going about what's coming up or possibly coming up that could affect our practice is amazing.
Oh yeah. There's a lot. I mean, we're diving into technologies that we've never really used before. We have a lot of pharmacists that know great stuff, like very intellectual things, to the level of the Joint Commission. When you have your visitor inspection meeting, there are a lot of things where you want to communicate with other leaders going through the same thing, but
through that forum.
We connect through that forum, the California Pharmacy Forum, which is the member exclusive benefit online forum that we offer all of our CSHP members for free. So we think of it similar to a Facebook group or LinkedIn, and it's kind of crossing those two together to give all of our members that one-stop shop virtual experience that is protected and secure, similar to that of banking applications such as Wells Fargo or Chase. So you know that the people you're connecting with are also CSHP members who pay for their membership, and they are valid pharmacists, pharmacy technicians, or those that volunteer in the pharmacy world from either Board of Pharmacy, CDPH, or other state government organizations. And they come together and we have these discussions and these issue talks that you can't always just have in an email thread, or that you can put out online on Facebook. A lot of the information that we're sharing is sensitive, not that it's personal or patient health information, but that the information we're talking about ultimately affects every human being that at least lives in the state of California. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So having CSHP, also even having other great organizations such as CPHA, CHA, we all work together as smaller professional organizations for pharmacists to come together with that one mission of giving our pharmacists and our pharmacy technicians a voice, because we can't be forgotten, right? If we're not being able to get to the front of the line at Costco so that we can make our shift on time, right? Then at least those who have the pharmacy knowledge, the degree, can utilize our storytelling abilities and our connection and our networking interactions to network and speak with legislation, to speak with those people that don't think too highly of us, because we are important and we push for every word in legislation to include pharmacists. So
Yes.
we are sticklers. We cross out all of those things in contracts and in bills. If it says clinicians only, we'll type out everything: physicians, pharmacists, pharmacy technicians, etc. It matters. Words matter, at least in our field.
It matters. Samantha, thank you. But tell us though, because I'm not part of this forum. Is it open to any pharmacist, any CSHP member, and how do we become a part of it?
Yeah, so I have a couple of videos of introduction on how to sign up for it. I'll have you attach it later on.
Okay.
But the only requirements for joining the California Pharmacy Forum, it's powered by a technology company called QID.io. Not 4 times a day, but it's their handle. It's, technology is that's how they do it. So by QID.io. You can just make sure you're a CSHP paid member, pharmacy technician, pharmacist, or anything that requires you to pay as membership, and you have that email address.
Okay. All right. Yep. So we'll include all the information somehow in this video, and we'll make sure to share it and have everyone that is interested join.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of applications to join out there, Hippocrates. You can do a lot of other, things, but this networking is meant for the pharmacists and the technicians and the workers that want to connect, that want to talk about pharmacy. If you have other special interests that you want to talk about that's within the realm of pharmacy, onco drugs, or you want to learn about bioinformatics, we can all put that together. Nice. And make something happen, because we're all here for each other. We gotta be pharmacists stand together. So we'll do that online, but we hope to see everyone at seminar. And I have one thing to say about seminar, if that's okay.
Absolutely. All
right.
I can't wait to hear it, because I'll be there.
You'll be there. Yay. Okay, good. So this year it's going to be on Disneyland Hotel's campus. You heard that right. We are doing an in-person conference Tuesday, November 2nd through Saturday, November 6th, 2021. We are butterflying the conference event, meaning we are having more of the pharmacist and pharmacy technician CEs held in the beginning half of the week, and more of the residency showcase networking opportunities towards the second half of the week. So you don't have to commit to the entire week. We understand that you're working and that you can't take that entire time off. There won't be same day registration, only because we are following COVID protocols and rules for the state of California. And we are hiring a company that's coming out to make sure that everyone's tested and we're safe. And that's the only reason why we're not going to do same day registration. So if you can sign up for seminar, you do it now online, cshp.org. And we're going to have cutting edge CE sessions. You're going to learn about the laytest clinical, technological, and regulatory information available in the practice of pharmacy. So it might be, a bit of money, but it's worth it. It's been 20 plus months. It's been almost 2 years. And pharmacists, we need to socialize and get ourselves back out there.
I believe it. I agree with you. Thank you, Samantha. You gave us a wealth of information about what pharmacists do, about what CSHP does for pharmacists.
What you can have done in the past.
Tony was on here last time talking about pharmacy pathways, and you're a perfect example of whatever pathway you take, Miss Universe, Miss Philippines, science major. If you decide you want to be a pharmacist, you can always come back and do it, just like you did. And
if you believe, you can achieve it, for sure. My quote is, be the change. If you have the passion for it, you got to do it. Life is too short.
Amen to that.
For having me on.
Thank you for being here. Thank you, guys. And have a great weekend. God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.